My name is Ava. I am 24 years old, and today I want to share the most painful chapter of my life. This is not an easy story for me to tell because it broke me into pieces, but I believe that someone who listens may learn something from it. This is the story of how the man I loved and the friend I trusted most betrayed me. I grew up as an ordinary girl in a small town. I didn't have much, but I always carried a big heart full of love and dreams. When I was in university, I met a boy named Ethan. He was tall, handsome, and had the kind of smile that could melt anyone's heart. But it wasn't just his looks. He was caring, funny, and he knew how to make people feel special. At first, we were just classmates. We would study together, sometimes sit in the library, and exchange simple jokes. I never thought he would notice me in a special way. But one evening, as we walked out of class, he stopped and looked at me differently. "Ava," he said, "you are not like anyone else. You are different." My cheeks turned red. No one had said something like that to me before. That was the beginning of our love story. Since childhood, I had one best friend, Lily. She was like my sister. We grew up together, shared secrets, laughed, and cried on each other's shoulders. She knew everything about me, and when I fell in love with Ethan, of course, she was the first person I told. "Wow, Ava," she said when I told her, "you finally found your prince." I laughed and hugged her. I was so happy that my best friend supported me. Soon, the three of us started spending time together, me, Ethan, and Lily. I never saw anything wrong with that. Why would I? She was my best friend, and he was the man I loved. I thought life was perfect. But slowly, little things began to change. At first, I didn't notice. When the three of us were together, I saw Ethan and Lily laughing a lot, sometimes more than they laughed with me. I told myself, it's fine, they're just friends. But then I started to see strange things. When I called Ethan, sometimes he didn't answer. Later he would say, "Sorry, I was busy." But I felt something cold in his voice. When I texted him, the replies were late, and often just 1 or 2 words. One day, Lily came to meet me, but I saw her hiding her phone when I entered the room. I asked, "Who were you chatting with?" She smiled nervously and said, "Oh, just a classmate." I didn't think too much about it at that time, because I trusted her. I trusted both of them. But my heart, it had already started whispering that something was wrong. One Friday evening, I decided to surprise Ethan. I bought him his favorite cake and went to his apartment. I didn't tell him I was coming. I wanted to make him smile. When I reached, the door was half open. I walked in quietly, holding the cake in my hands. From the living room, I heard laughter. I thought maybe his friends were there. But when I looked inside, my whole world shattered. There they were, Ethan and Lily, my boyfriend and my best friend, sitting so close, laughing, holding each other's hands. The cake dropped from my hands. The sound made them look at me. Lily's face went pale. Ethan froze. His smile disappeared. For a moment, none of us spoke. The silence was louder than any scream. Finally, Ethan said, "Ava, wait, let me explain." I laughed bitterly. Explain? What should you explain? That my best friend is sitting in the place where I should be? That the man I trusted is holding another girl's hand behind my back? Lily's eyes filled with tears. "Ava, please. I didn't want you to find out like this." Her words cut me deeper than a knife. I felt my legs shaking. My heart was breaking, but I forced myself to say only one sentence. I trusted you both. And then I walked out. That night, I cried like I had never cried before. The two people who meant the most to me had destroyed me. I remembered all the promises Ethan made, all the late-night talks, the words "I love you," the future we planned together. Was it all a lie? And Lily, my best friend, the girl who knew all my secrets. How could she do this to me? She was the one I ran to when I was sad. Now she was the one who caused my pain. For days, I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I felt like my heart had been crushed into 1,000 pieces. After a week, Ethan came to see me. He looked guilty. He said, "Ava, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I still care for you, but I fell for Lily. It just happened." I looked at him with tears in my eyes. It just happened? No, Ethan. Falling in love is a choice. Every message, every meeting, every touch. You chose it, and you chose to betray me. He lowered his head. He had no answer. A few days later, Lily also came to meet me. She was crying. "Ava, please forgive me. I didn't want this to happen. But my heart went to Ethan. I couldn't stop it." I shook my head slowly. "Love is not just about the heart, Lily. Love is about loyalty. If you loved me as a friend, you would never take what was mine. You chose yourself, not our friendship." Her tears did not move me, because my heart had already died. The days after that were the hardest days of my life. I felt empty. But slowly, I began to understand something. Their betrayal did not define me. It defined them. It showed their weakness, not mine. I started to focus on myself again. I studied harder. I worked on my career. I surrounded myself with people who truly loved me. My parents, my real friends, people who would never betray me. The pain didn't disappear quickly, but every day I became a little stronger. Now, when I look back, I don't feel anger anymore. I feel wiser, because I learned one of the hardest lessons in life. Sometimes betrayal comes from the people you trust the most. But I also learned this. If someone cheats on you, it is not your fault. It is their choice, their weakness, their failure. And most importantly, betrayal is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your strength. Ethan and Lily are gone from my life, but I am still here, and I still believe in love and friendship, because I know one day I will find people who are true, people who will never betray me. So, my dear listener, if you are going through the same pain, remember this. You are not alone. You are not unworthy. You are not broken forever. Cheating is not about you. It is about them. You deserve someone who will hold your hand in every storm, not someone who will leave you for comfort. This is my story. The story of how he cheated on me with my best friend. A story of betrayal, but also a story of survival. Thanks for listening.